Hello, today's devotional can be found in Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18. When there is no vision, the people perish. Okay, so here's the thing. The Lord teaches us what He would have us do and say through personal revelation. But in order to receive that personal revelation from God, we need the Spirit of God to be with us in our hearts as if it had always been there. And we get the Spirit by asking for it through prayer. And if we don't pray, then we don't have the Spirit. Some people think prayer is a waste of time. Some people think that there's nothing to be gained from prayer. But prayer is communicating with God like He's right there in the room with you. And there's always something to be gained from communicating with God. No matter what the need is, no matter what the desire is, there is always something to be gained from communicating with God as long as you are open to the fact that He may come to you and teach you things you might not know or might not expect. If you're not open to what the Lord has to teach you, why is He going to answer your communication? He hears you. He hears all communications. But if He senses the person reaching out to Him is not open to what He may have to say, why is He going to waste His breath responding to someone who will not be fully open to what He has to say? He yearns to answer prayers. He yearns to teach us. He yearns to talk to us, but He cannot teach a closed mind, and He will not, because by their mind being closed, they have chosen to be a certain way, and the Lord cannot interfere with agency. Anyway, those who are open-minded will pray and get some sort of enlightenment and knowledge. It may not be what they expect. It may not be something they fully understand. It may not be something that is convenient. But the teachable will hear and learn from the Lord, and they can choose what to do with the information that they receive. The Lord loves every single one of us. He wants to teach us. He wants to help us grow. But when there is no vision, when we don't allow ourselves to be open to what the Lord has to teach us, when we aren't open to revelation, we get no vision of what we're supposed to do. Because revelation is that vision. And when we have no vision from the Lord, we're lost. We're drowning in ignorance because we put ourselves there. And then we perish in ignorance, because without revelation we cannot move forward and make major decisions in our lives, even minor decisions. We cannot move forward responsibly. We need the Spirit of God to guide us so that we can understand the Father's will and do what we can to follow it. And with that said, just think about it. It's up to us what we do. It's up to us whether or not we perish. Simply by what we choose to do with the information that we get from God, or whether or not we are willing to talk to God at all. And with that said, I love you all so very much, and I say these things humbly in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.